It's starting. We're here.
We're here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. It is November the 3rd. It is November already. Do you realize that Christmas is next month?
Yeah, that's what's coming next.
I know.
And now my kids are like, first they were like, Halloween, and we can't wait for it. And now it's like, okay, now they're gonna, how many days till Christmas?
I know, because we're in Calgary. We don't have the American Thanksgiving, which is in November. Usually this time of the year, the Americans are saying, it's Thanksgiving. And then once that's over, then the kids get excited for Christmas.
Then they get excited.
But we've had our Thanksgiving in October already, so kids are already getting pumped for Christmas. And I'm getting freaked because I have nothing ready.
Oh gosh,
have you done any knitting?
I never do. No, I can't knit. I have no time to knit, which is why I knit vicariously through everybody who has time to knit.
Oh, gotcha.
I just want to give all the knitters free wool to say, here,
knit this for me
so I can look at your beautiful project.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, good morning, and this is the Knit-Nix podcast. I'm Carla, and you can find me on Ravelry as Carla Jean, and you can find me on, sorry, that's wrong. You can find me on Instagram as Carla Jean, and on Ravelry as Knit-Nix, knit-nix. And with me is...
I'm Lesley, and I have a company called YYC Knits, and I've been on a couple times before. We did a dye video, and then the last 2 weeks, we did a little appearance on episode 16A, or part 1, and then part 2 was fun. So
we should call it Sunken into the Couch.
Right? Yeah, sucked up by the couch.
We decided to move because Lesley complained that the couch, the sofa ate her.
Me.
Yeah, it ate her.
Yeah,
so
it
we're
ate
here.
me alive.
And did you say how they can find you?
I'm YYC Knits on everything pretty much. So, yeah, good. Can find me there.
So let's talk about what's happened in the last couple weeks, or what's new in your life. What's going on?
It's been a really busy last couple weeks.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. Halloween happened, and the kids were so excited about that, and everything went off very well. And I sold my car.
I was noticing
that my car yesterday.
You're driving. Okay, so what did you have and what did you sell?
I had a little. My dad actually picks up cars because he's a car buff.
Okay.
So he likes cars. The kids want to get a VW Love Bug next. They want to get
a Herbie.
Herbie.
As mentioned
Dad
on your
looked it up, and I can't believe the amount of money that Herbie went for. It was like ridiculous.
Oh, really? The real
Herbie. Yeah,
do they want an old one or one of the newer ones? Or they
want
don't
an
care?
old one. I would want an old one.
Would you?
The new ones just aren't the same.
Yeah, they're
not
same.
Herbie the Love Bug, right?
I know.
Yeah.
My girlfriend had one when we were in high school. It was a 1958.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it didn't even have a gas, like a gauge, and it had a reserve tank.
Wow.
So when you're driving down the road and you run out of gas, you use your foot and flip. There's a little flip, and it fires up again, and you got about 10 miles to get to the gas station.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's neat.
That is
that's
really
neat.
All
these cars, you just never know where the batteries are. And,
yeah, we drove around on it.
Oh my goodness.
For about 3 or 4 hours with a flat tire on it.
No.
We didn't even know it.
Oh no.
Because it was so goo anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
that's funny.
So that was the end of that. I think after that, her dad says we're not replacing the wheel, so we're selling it.
I went to the Lego store yesterday with the kids.
Is there a Lego store in town?
In Chinook Mall.
Oh.
I was it was so fun. And so we picked out a bunch of keychains for our cars. So now, I just cleaned out my garage so that we could park in it, because before it was just full of furniture that I wanted to redo.
Right.
And so we got that all cleaned out, and we've got these little keychains. So now this little white car gets a white horse, because when the garage door opened and I'd pull the little black car out, I felt like I was pulling out of the with the Batmobile. So we had the Batman keychain, and now this one gets the white horsey keychain, the Lego keychain. And I said to Isabel last night, I was like, when we pull out and open the garage, we can be like... And she was.
So what are you driving? What is
hard.
this?
It's a little Orlando.
Who makes that?
It's a Chevy. It's a Chevrolet Orlando. It's got 64,000 kilometers on it, and it's for sale. So it's on Kijiji. So it's a 2012 Chevy Orlando. So if you're looking for a really good little car, it's a 7-passenger. It's a fantastic little car. and you never have to put gas in it. It just goes and goes and goes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So is your dad selling it?
My dad is selling it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're just
I get
driving
to drive it
until it's sold.
Until it's sold.
So you're
and then-
hoping it doesn't sell.
Then I don't know what else. Oh no, I want it to sell because then I get to drive something else because it's like you never know what you're going to
so you don't ever own your vehicles? You just...
No, just always keep selling them.
Oh.
I had a Yukon before. I'm like, okay, what's my next one gonna be? Maybe a Cadillac Escalade or a Love Bug? I don't know.
Oh, I see.
My dad has a warehouse in Spokane. He's showroomautomotive.com.
Oh,
You
okay.
can put a link to it. Little link, but he's got a warehouse full of classic cars.
Oh, wow.
So if you guys are ever in Spokane, you need to
Okay.
go and see them.
Cool.
Because
That's really neat.
fun
My
people.
husband drives he just actually, the company, he sold it to our company, but someone else's, a salesman's now using it. It's a 2000 Volkswagen Jetta TDI, and it's got almost 600,000 kilometers on it.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Those things just don't
Yeah.
quit. They just go on.
I had
forever
a
and
little
ever and ever.
Dodge truck,
Uh-huh.
and the guy he said, "Are you Leslie that sold me this truck?" He found me on Facebook because he looked up an invoice like that I've handwritten.
Right?
10 years later, and
Oh,
he's
wow.
like, I still have her.
Wow.
He named her. He was a welder from Cochrane, and such a nice guy. And he's like, I just wanted to message you. This truck, he's like, I think it was going close to a million kilometers.
Wow.
He's like, it is. I should take a picture for you. I'm like, oh my god, like that's
Wow.
insane.
That is crazy. What
Yeah.
kind was it?
It was a little Dodge Dakota.
Okay.
And it was my landscape truck because I used to be a
cool.
landscaper.
Oh,
There's
going your
another
past
little
life.
Yeah, there's another little tidbit of
about
info.
you. There you go. So let's move on a little bit here. Let's talk about what you are currently. Do you want to talk about what we're currently knitting or what we want to knit? What do you want to do first?
Maybe some inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So I was telling Carla before we got started here that I just kind of wanted to share this awesome app that we both use on our tablets. So this is the Zinio for libraries.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And yeah, so you can get all the knitting magazines free of charge.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need to buy them, and you get them downloaded right to your tablet, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other app that we both like to use, in case you don't or you're wondering, oh, and now you're going to see all the books that I'm reading, but here's some fun stuff. So that's Overdrive, and that is so you sign up, you download.
Go through your library.
You download Overdrive, the app, and it just looks like this little O here. That's Overdrive. And you go through your Calgary Public Library.
Or any other library.
I don't know
Yeah,
if your library subscribes, so you'll have to check it out with your local library. And then if they do, you just poke in your card number and your PIN number, and you're hooked up, and you can download any book to your. And they've got tons of knitting and crochet books. Like they're amazing. I wanted to include the crocheters too because I forget to do that a lot of the time.
There's lots of crochet books.
Lots of crochet books.
Lots of crochet magazines, and when you download them, they stay.
They stay.
They don't. Not like a book. A book has an expiry. A book has to go back after 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But the magazines, once you download them, they stay. And look at me, I am white.
Ever.
Do I look like a ghost?
It's that sun coming through.
Uh-oh. I think we're gonna.
You're okay.
Okay. I look like.
Okay.
Hey, I look like.
Do you want to move?
Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
What's causing that? Is
Yeah,
that crazy
good.
window again? I
It
think
is
I'm gonna
the
pause
window.
and fix that.
I love your hoodie.
Oh, do ya?
And your glasses.
This is my Lululemon hoodie.
It all
I'm a
matches.
Lululemon.
It's
Sorry,
all
I'm back and I'm not
matching.
white as a ghost anymore. Yay!
I know. It's good, hey?
So, inspiration.
So books, yeah. So I bought a book. I bought
you?
a book last week, and it's Nora Gaughan's
Gons.
knitted cable source book where Jared Flood took all the pictures, and I bought it on Amazon, and I'm so excited it's going to be here.
Oh, it hasn't come yet.
No, it's
so that's
gonna
your
be here
acquisition.
early next week.
That-
So that's my acquisition,
Okay.
and I pretty much bought it because I've been looking for the most amazing sweater to knit. Like I have to knit a sweater.
Beautiful.
I love sweaters.
I have a sweater that's still at the same place it was about 3 weeks ago. I wanted to get it done for Knit City. So
Oh yeah, the one you're making for you.
yeah, the lila one. I was working like a bandit on it, and then it's like,
Then you finished your socks.
Yeah, because I have. Yeah. Okay, so let's back the truck up.
Yeah.
Inspiration. So you want to knit that sweater?
Yeah, that sweater, and oh my gosh, there's so many things. Well, fall kind of hits. One of the gals I was talking to on Ravelry, she said she is just lost her knitting mojo. But
Oh, wow.
and it comes and goes sometimes for me too. But she said once the cooler weather comes around and you start wanting to make stews and soups and just be warm and cozy by the fireplace, and it comes. It'll come. So there's I just took a screenshot of all the things that I want to make, but this is kind of fun because I am not a crocheter and it's not coming. There we go. So sideways there you can see without the glare. It's market tote and it's crocheted, and I love this bag just for like
I think I have that pattern in my Ravelry.
shopping at Walmart. So I'm gonna brush up on my
Are you a crocheter?
crochet skills.
Are you good?
I learned to crochet first.
Oh, did you?
That was my original.
Me too. Actually, no, I
skill.
learned to knit, and then I decided, because my aunt was a crocheter, that I wanted to crochet.
Yeah.
And she taught me, and I put it aside, and then I got onto these crazy hat kick. That's what got me back into it. Yeah, I was making like
hats.
stupid hats. Like,
So here's bow. I want to make that.
What is
it's gorgeous. Super awesome hat.
and the
So
hat you're wearing?
It's by Leela Rabi.
Okay, yeah. Rob.
Rab.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful. It's a cabled hat. Beautiful.
That's finished.
And this is?
This is Swifty. And this is by Shannon Cook. I took notes because I did not want to be like...
I never take notes.
I watched last week's and I'm like, I'll post it here.
And I did.
So,
It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, you did.
It's
and
okay
it
to
works.
forget because
I
you
know.
can just put it down at the bottom.
It's fun.
I know.
I come prepared.
So what's new with me is this week my knitting club at school started.
Oh,
And
fun.
I know, and I've been really thinking about how I'm going to do it. I yesterday we had just sign up, and I opened it up to children in grades 5 to grade 9.
Okay.
And I had the greatest response. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's me
Holy
and
cow.
about 50 kids at noon. Some are knitters already, because I asked that question when they signed up. Some are not. How am I going to teach 50 non-knitters?
I'm actually feeling like a pull.
I know, right? Oh, you want to do that with
Yeah,
me?
like I'm totally feeling a pull. Oh my
Well, do you want to
gosh,
know?
that would
It's
be
really
so
cool. I'll
fun.
show you what I'm doing. We have a whole
Wow.
bunch of yarn that people have donated.
People donate, yeah.
Oop,
Yeah,
wrong
that's
bag.
great.
Sorry, this bag.
There was a little boy in crochet club at our school who was crocheting like a madman. Like at lunch hour, he'd eat his lunch as fast as he could so he could get back to his crocheting.
Wow.
And they knit scarves for in from the cold. Like,
Well, that's
those
what we
kids-
talked about. The kids asked me yesterday, because we talked about it last year, that we might
Wow.
want to do a charity knit.
And I didn't realize your school goes up to grade 9.
K to 9.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's the
So
5
that's
to, yeah.
cool.
And mostly it's the 5s, because the junior high kids there's a few there.
They're too cool. For
But they are getting there,
Yeah.
and I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
You know what? When it gets to be minus 30, and they don't
Maybe
want to
they'll
go
be-
outside.
Yeah, maybe they'll be all knitting.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was trying to
Wow.
think patterns to do. So we got a bunch of
Yeah.
this yarn donated
Oh,
by
crochet-
some mom.
Yeah.
And
for
I
cotton.
weighed this, and this is 28 grams of it, and there's 300 grams in here, so this will make 10 of these.
Oh my
And this is the
goodness.
most basic little
Yeah.
washcloth.
Yeah.
And look at this
My
pattern.
mom makes those. She
This-
makes that exact
It's
pattern.
so easy.
Yeah.
It's like there's the increase
Is
is
there
a
a yarn over?
Yeah.
there's a yarn over.
Knit to
and
yarn
then-
over, knit
oh,
to the
wow.
end.
Oh wow.
And then when you come back,
It's
decreasing's
fantastic.
a little tougher, but
yeah.
I thought we could do those.
Yeah. Those
I thought
are
we
fun.
could do last year
practical.
we did cozies, cup cozies.
Okay.
All it is that the kids knit in a rectangle. We stitch it together and they sew a button on
Oh.
it. It's really easy.
Perfect.
So that we're going to do that to
That's
start. But
good. And
I'm-
great gifts for their moms and
I know,
dads.
for
Like they
Christmas.
can make that for mom for Christmas.
So that's what's happening with me in my life at school. So we're
Awesome.
starting that, and then our next one is next Thursday. We have knitting club. So
Oh
I'm a
my
little,
goodness.
I'm a little nervous about all the people that are, the
Yeah,
kids
how
that are
it's
showing.
gonna.
Yeah, right now it's conflicting with robotics club.
Okay.
But as soon as robotics club's over,
Oh
I'm
my
going to be
goodness.
inundated.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you need help, just let me know.
Well, I might.
Because
I have a mom
I
coming
love kids.
who is a knitter, but she can't make it next week, and that's going to be the first week we're here. I'm going to be. I'm freaking out a little bit.
What about needles? Like, what about?
I told the kids that I have some needles. I had some donated, but I said if you
Bring
have,
them.
bring your own.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then when they bring their own, they're more responsible. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they take mine and they take them home, and I never see
Yeah,
them again.
exactly. And they don't bring them back for
So,
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might just say, you know what, guys?
This is what
Bring
you
your own.
need.
Yeah.
Give them a little list
Yeah.
or whatever. Get a set of needles.
For sure.
It's good if they get circulars that are attached because then they don't lose one.
I know. That's what I knit with.
So that's what I would get them
these
doing.
are dirt cheap.
Even back and forth.
See these?
Yeah.
These are. Have you seen these?
Yes, I have.
These are so cheap. You
They
can get
are.
a full set of these for like $7 delivered to your door.
Yeah.
And they're just bamboo wood, and then the little cable is like the plastic.
And that's a good heavy duty kit.
And I
that's
gave,
a good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave these to the kids last year at the end of the year as end of some yarn and a pattern to make it a little hat.
That is beautiful.
And I don't think any of them did it, but whatever.
You know,
I'm
it's
trying
a
to encourage.
start, right? It's
I
a
wanted
light.
to. I was thinking of doing mittens with some of my advanced ones.
Wow.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. So
Those are show those. Those
That's
are
a
really
cute little
cute.
pair of mittens. So anyway, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm starting to have a panic attack.
Who knew when Grandma taught me how to knit and crochet?
Yeah.
And I've got a really cute story on my website about. It's called Grandma's House, and it's special. It's near and dear to my heart, and they're both in heaven now. God bless their little hearts. But yeah, they're up there watching down on me, I know, and she taught me everything. And Grandma had a sewing show on Channel 10.
Did she really? What was it called?
It was probably Learn to Sew with Lena.
Oh, really?
Like her name was Lena, and
cool.
Yeah, she little Ukrainian lady and
a little Ukrainian baba.
And I spent summers at Grandma's house, and
That's
Grandpa
nice.
went out to the garage and made me a set of knitting needles
He
out of
made
dowels.
you? Oh, wow.
Because I couldn't on her little fiddly ones.
Oh, you got you some big ones
And
to get you started.
there's a picture of them on my website, so
That's
it's pretty special.
Yeah. My mom, who taught me to knit, is still living. She's 81.
Wow.
But things are starting to slip a little bit with Mom, and so knitting is not in her realm anymore. It's almost too complicated for her. And I tried to get her interested again, and no. But then I brought over a pair of socks on the little 9-inch circ, so all she had to do is knit round and round.
And she's doing
she
it?
picked it up and did
No
it. But
way.
she goes, and then she threw it down.
Yeah.
She's not. It's not in her realm anymore. So it's kind of
Yeah,
sad.
it's interesting. It kind of gets to that point, right?
Yeah.
Grandma knit the most unbelievable Afghan, and Grandpa, she had Alzheimer's.
Oh.
And Grandpa called crying, "What do I do? She's out of yarn." And Dad said, "Well, just go buy her some more. Like, what's the problem?" And he's like, "She's knitting this flippin' god-awful thing, and I don't even know what it is." And so when it was done, he packed it up and sent it to us.
Wow, what was it?
It was a very long Afghan. And Mom and I unrolled it it stretched from your dining room all the way to your kitchen.
Wow.
But it went out in some places and in some places and out again and in again.
Do you still have it?
And it was every color. I don't know where it is. That's a good question. We probably threw it away because we did not want to even think about, I don't know what happened to it. That's awful, right? But
I was going to say squirrel. There is
so
a
bad.
squirrel. I just
oh, is there? Oh,
you know
that's
what?
funny.
You
Squirrel.
ADHD. I'm going
squirrel.
There's a squirrel.
That's funny. There is
Sorry.
a squirrel here.
It truly was a squirrel.
Well,
honest.
actually, that's funny because they really pop out for me because we don't have squirrels in our neighborhood.
Oh, we have
we're
tons
in
of them.
the
Yeah.
hood,
There's
right?
so many trees here. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move
So-
on. What's
so
on
funny.
your needles, girl? What's on the stick?
Oh my gosh! So I don't know. Maybe we should talk about finished objects.
Oh, you don't have anything on the
because I have two
stick?
things.
Oh.
I have the cable sweater now for my brother to complete. So
Okay.
that's my next.
Did you bring it?
My next job. I did not bring it, but
Okay.
it's in last week's
Okay,
episode,
yeah.
so they'll have to go back to 16 part
Right.
2. And then I have the On the Spice Market, which
Right. I saw that last episode too. Did
I
you make
might
any headway on
sit
that?
down with it. No, I haven't touched
Oh,
it.
okay.
I finished
Well,
something.
I
this
want to
week.
say what's on the sticks because I've
Yeah.
been busy.
And
so.
you put something else on the sticks? Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
I know.
Holy
That's
cow.
FO. So
Oh,
not
wow.
yet.
Okay.
This is what's on the sticks. So I
Oh,
have two
wow.
pairs of socks that I'm working on. I
Oh,
think I'm down to like 4 projects, but I added one, so I'm back up
Okay.
to 5 again.
okay.
So these are my socks that
Nice.
they're just a real basic vanilla sock. And the tops and the heels and the toes are done with my leftovers from that koi goo that I had that I
Yes,
made those
the mermaid.
socks.
Yeah.
So one's done and the other one
Those are
is...
amazing. Holy cow.
I know, look, and I've even started the other one. So I've got this one on the go as well. So
I love those.
yeah, I love the colors.
Amazing.
That is so
That
many
is
colors.
gorgeous, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's one of my.
And that yarn is
on
the
the
opal
sticks.
sock yarn?
No, this is that one I told
other
you about.
one?
It was like online or on live. Online, I think it's got on. It's a German sock yarn
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
okay.
Online.
Where
I think.
did you get it?
I got it when we were in the summer on Vancouver Island.
Okay.
When I was tootling around in the VW van.
Oh, nice.
So I
That's
bought
awesome.
that yarn just to match that little bit of blue.
Yeah.
And then I have one of my Susan B. Anderson smooth operator socks done.
Wow.
That was totally finished. And I have
And those were not done
No.
last week.
nope. And I have
That's amazing.
there we go.
Good
So
job.
I'm on to there. So yeah, I made some
Wow.
good headway on those.
Oh,
And I think that and then I started. Well, remember I started a shawl last week, and I said I got to put it on the back burner because I doing a shawl pattern. What I'm doing is translating a pattern. There's a
From
girl.
Germany.
Yeah, there's a girl from Germany. Her name is Lisa, and you can find her on Instagram as Lisa_Laden. I think Laden. And I was told by a German guy who came for dinner, I said, what is Laden? He goes, that means shop or store in German.
wow.
So it's Lisa's shop.
Shop.
And she has her own little website, and I will put the link in here
That's
for her.
awesome.
But
That's awesome.
she gave me, her pattern is called, the translation is Foggy Beach. And I absolutely loved it. And I
Nice.
said, I would love to translate it for
Yeah.
you. So she was really excited about that.
Perfect.
So here is the pattern and what I've done so far. The difference is, and I remember on my last episodes, I was asking people to pick colors for me.
Yes.
And the reason I'm not doing those colors is because they were both the same kind of yarn, but I looked, some was sport, some was worsted.
Oh.
So I said, I can't do this. So
Yeah.
I just scrapped the whole thing because I wasn't happy with any of it.
Yeah, I saw that.
So then I went
yeah.
into my sock yarn and got my opal sock yarns out, and here I
Awesome.
am using opal sock yarn. And,
That's going to be gorgeous.
I'm really happy with it, but the biggest problem with it is that the pattern is written in DK, or I think it might be DK, so
Okay.
it's knitting up a lot smaller. So she gave me the liberty to add some pattern repeats here. I think the pattern called for 3 of these, and I put 5 in here. And I think the
Okay.
pattern called for 12 rib sections, and I put 16 in.
Okay.
So I'm just increasing everything a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So I'm really happy. I'm about
Nice.
a quarter of the way through, maybe a third if you're. But the like the Spice Market one, the rows keep getting longer and longer
I
and
know.
longer.
Once you get right to the middle, it's
I
like,
know, it's like,
forever
I
to do
know.
one.
It's so much
row.
fun at the
I
front, at the
remember.
beginning, zing, and then it's like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the
Yeah.
forever shawl.
Yeah.
So yeah, it started.
Yeah.
I'm using opal sock yarn for
Nice.
that, and yeah, so that I'm really excited about that. That's going to be fun, and I'll
Beautiful.
keep the progress going on that.
Beautiful.
And do you want to talk about what's off the sticks now? What's your finished
Yeah,
objects?
I think we should.
Okay, so let's go. What do you have?
So finished object. I have one finished object.
Oh, yay!
So I
like they're
finished my
turned down.
socks,
Aw.
and I love them.
Look at
So
those.
I've got these on my sock blockers that I have online on my store, so you can pick these up on there if you're interested. But yeah, they're done.
Nice.
And
what kind of yarn is this? This is yours?
I had such a funny story about these. Should I tell?
Sure.
So
Maybe not.
I was close to finishing the second sock. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to vacuum the little fuzzies off of this one. And then the dog came and started fighting with the vacuum. So I stuck the vacuum hose through the rabbit tunnel and I'm playing with him.
Oh, no.
And I pull the vacuum hose out and suck up my sock into the vacuum. And I'm like, oh! And the kids come running. And it was such a hysterical.
So is it a central vacuum?
It's a central vac.
So you had to go down into the canister?
Well, so I went into the canister in the garage and I dumped it out. There was no sock, but it was full of stuff. So I got rid of that and then I put it back on. And I'm like, okay. So I went back in the house and my husband is like in at this time, like he's in like
Panic.
He's in like Flynn. Gotta get the sock. And then the girls are there and it was a family fiasco. It was hilarious. We had so much fun. So my husband went and got the toilet snake out of the garage and he snaked it through the whole length of the hose. But the whole time he's like, I don't think it's in there. I'm like, well, we'll do the process of elimination and just see. So he got it through the whole thing, and then we attached a flashlight to the end of it and pulled the flashlight back, and that was really fun. And no, sock wasn't in the hose. We got it out. So then we snaked it up the wall. And I mean, they make some pretty hard corners on those vacuum flow systems, so they're not like nice to go up. So we snaked it up, and then I plugged the hose in again, and the girls were out in the garage, and they heard and it sucked into them, and they were just like so excited, right? And it was like so fun.
Your sock has a story.
So
that's so much
that's
better.
what happened.
Which one was it? Can you tell? Did it get no worse?
They
for
both
wear?
got a good soak and got all
the cables really come out when you block them for sure.
They look
they
amazing.
are beautiful. So now tell me about the yarn.
So this is just I casted these socks on 2 years ago.
Oh.
Or 2015.
Okay, last year.
So last year.
Not that bad.
And I like worked and worked and worked on them.
But what is the yarn? You still
the yarn is just from Michael's. It's just
like
a Croy sock of
okay.
sorts. So you can check them out on my Ravelry. But they're amazing. I love the pattern. I love the book. The book's on my overdrive right now, and it's Toe Up Socks by Wendy D. Johnson.
You said
and
top
she
down
rocks.
last. Did you notice that one?
Oh, did I? Yeah. Top down. Yeah. Toe up socks.
That's a good.
For everybody. Yeah, I don't know if they're for everybody. She's got two, so check it out. And these are the mock cable, they call them. Beautiful. And actually, I did a YouTube while I was finishing them on how I did the mock cable. So I posted up how I did the cable without a cable needle.
Wow.
It's nothing fancy, believe me. But
no. And what's your cast off? What's your bind off? I mean?
Then I did another YouTube of the extra stretchy bind off.
Jenny's
so you can see that incredibly stretchy bind off. And all you do is you go in pattern. So knits, purls, however you're in your pattern, and then you're just knitting two, and then you're knitting those two through the back loop. Yeah. And then you're knitting another one on, and knitting two through the back loop.
Because Cat Bordee does one as well.
And I do it in pattern. So I knit my knits and I purl my purls, but I'm always bringing my yarn to the back to knit those two together through the back loop. Okay. And I do it kind of funky. But you can watch it on YouTube. I just did a quick tutorial.
Cool. Very cool.
So, yeah.
Lovely.
Can't wait to wear those. I wore one,
I know, you wore one with another sock.
With another sock for a week. And they're so warm. They're just amazing.
So do you have anything else?
So that's it for finished objects.
I have one.
I have things that I'm wearing, but this is this was done some time ago. This is the Age of Brass and Steam. And this is on...
This is a paid pattern?
Malabrigo Rios. I think it's a free pattern.
Cute. It's a one skein thing, isn't it?
Yes,
that's
it's
what I love about them.
wonder, and it just keeps your neck warm. I have to have stuff wrapped around my neck.
Look at you, and you made this one too.
This is my Anthe. It's short sleeve. I'll take that off because it's warm in here.
It's warm in here. I'm freezing.
This is my Anthe. and you need more wool. You need to wrap yourself in woolly wool. And then this is Swifty.
That's good. And this is this your pattern?
That is kind
That
of
is
neat,
beautiful.
Hey? Yeah.
That is, and that's Malabrigo too, you said?
This is not. This is Sweet Georgia yarn. And this is her colorway Riptide.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. It's kind of, it's got a pattern. It's got, what is that?
It bleeds.
Like you know what it is?
It bleeds quite a bit when you wash it.
It's a chevron pattern.
Yeah, it's a chevron pattern.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really cute.
This is Shannon Cook.
Oh,
I believe Shannon Cook. Let me just make sure. Shannon Cook, Swifty.
And this one is not your pattern? Who's this one?
This is Anthe by Hilary Smith Callis. So it's my girlfriend's knitting it right now. It's really cute. I'm not crazy about how
is it centered?
Yeah, it's totally centered. But it's got the little, so you can tie. These are pretty long.
And if you're having a bad day,
I'm not crazy about how they roll up.
And if you're having a bad day,
you just choke yourself. Yeah, so they're kind of fun. Now I'm all undone.
Now you're
unwound.
freezing.
No, I'm super warm. It's good. Last week you just like roasted me by the fireplace.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
I thought my face was gonna be so red in the video,
It didn't.
but it was okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. I have one finished object.
Awesome.
And I had it on Instagram, so if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it, and it is yay! These are just basic
gorgeous.
vanilla socks with a Eye of the Partridge heel, which I love that.
Okay, how did you do that?
Well, instead of, you know how normally you do,
oh, that's nice.
it's like a checkerboard. Instead of having strips, you know, on the heel flap, you do like knit, purl, and then purl, knit. So,
oh, wow.
So it makes like a little kind of a bumpy.
Okay.
But this yarn is from Melissa with Prairie Dye Studio. And I bought this back in the springtime.
That's right. I remember when you did.
These are like forever socks.
Yeah.
So I finally got them done. So I'm really happy about them. And I have some yarn left over. So I might bring it to our over dye session.
Oh, no way. I would not touch that. That
really?
Is so beautiful.
I just want to make it deep and dark.
Because you knit a pair of socks.
I know, because I'm done with it now.
So you trade me for something that you
you want to do a trade
something. Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Totally.
Yeah. And I could knit some toes.
Heels,
right,
and cuffs, and then match it with get yourself like a
teal blue,
even like this, like do the teal sock. Look at these two together. Look at that teal heel, and this. Wouldn't that be?
Because that color is
it's in there. Right?
This is so perfect. That's fun. So did you pick up the stitches then for that heel? Did you make a flap and then pick those up?
It's a basic standard.
That's why I like that other heel in those socks. It's so crazy how it goes together. I hate picking up stitches though.
Yeah, that
because
does. It
you
looks
do
like
the gusset and it works somehow so that it's amazing. So Wendy D. Johnson, that is the heel
for you.
For me, I love it.
Then you have to do toe up though.
You do.
And what do you do for a toe?
Is that so this is
the magic one, whatever.
This is the Judy's Magic.
Yeah. Cast on or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So, and then you don't have to Kitchener.
You can do a couple others.
Then you don't have to Kitchener
That's
either.
right.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can knit as much as you have, right? And knit them as high as you want.
I love that too.
These, I think, are the perfect height because they're right before your calf gets bigger.
No, mine doesn't get bigger.
You know, that's the way to go.
Okay, so I think that's that.
We have giveaways. We have 2 giveaways, which are exciting. So we've discussed this, and I think what we'll do is we'll post the pictures on our Instagrams of these 2 giveaways. So this is my little giveaway. So you get a sock blank to knit a pair of socks with, and this is our BFL sock base. So it's BFL wool, merino, 100% superwash merino, or not 100%.
80
BFL,
or 75.
Yeah, something like that. And then
nylon blend.
And so this is double stranded, and you just undo it and knit your socks out of this blank.
Do you want to show the whole thing? What it looks like? It's so pretty.
We unrolled it last week.
I know, but if you're new and you've not seen it, it's so pretty.
There it is.
Look at that. That's it's a scarf. I should wear it as a scarf. See?
I know.
It's beautiful.
Some people just can't understand the
Why
sock
would you?
blank
Yeah,
craze.
I don't get this
Because
it's beautiful.
It's a work of art on its own.
It's already knit. knit.
And it's knit.
And it's
so
pretty.
you could. I mean,
know, look.
ultimately,
Don't you think I
could
should
if
wear
you wanted
this?
to. So
It's so nice with my
actually,
hair.
what's her name that makes the sock blanks?
Oh, Andrea.
Andrea Sue Knits.
Yeah.
Made a pillow out of one of her sock blanks because her sock blanks are just like
To die for. Mm-hmm.
They're an amazing piece of art, and she made a pillow
Wow.
out of hers.
Beautiful. So you could do that. You could make 2 pillows because you could stuff them into 2 little shapes and
you
cut,
could make
right?
whatever you want out of this. I'd make some.
So that's a giveaway.
Because that's just
wow.
Yeah. And this little Christmas yarn goes with it. Just
Nice.
something I've been working on over dyeing.
And a little stitch marker.
Yeah.
Or a progress
So this
keeper.
is our stitch marker, and I made that myself. And this is our Stanley Park 100% superwash merino. So
Cool.
that's a little fall / Christmassy giveaway.
Very nice. I have one too, and I talked about it a few episodes ago. I got this little bag from Ginger Snap That, and she added this to she met me and I bought a bag from her, and she said, "Oh, here's for your podcast." So she gave me these, and she gave me little stitch markers. Do you see them?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
They're right here.
These a little jar of stitch markers, and
Those are adorable.
an opal ball of lovely, one of my very favorite yarns to knit with, some beautiful opal sock yarn. So this is my giveaway. And how do they win it?
Ginger Snap That just friended me on Rav, by the way.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, that's really cute.
That's cute.
Yeah, I just put that together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna post the pictures on our Instagram, on each of our Instagrams, and then we're going to ask that you subscribe to Knit-Nix YouTube channel. And comment in the comments below this video. Below. And when you comment below, we will take your comments and we will make a little ballot and put it in a hat, old school style.
And we'll do it on our next episode.
Million. If there's 50 million, we will use the random number generator.
Oh, come on. It might be fun just to sit there and write them.
Yeah, write them out.
It took me a while.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I'll be busy doing
Maybe.
it.
Well, anyway, we'll draw. We don't know how we're doing it.
So Carla will draw out of all of the comments below.
Right.
And
But
so
now
make
are we
sure
going to
you
do,
subscribe.
so we'll have 2 winners?
Yeah.
So that's 1, that's 2, and okay, good.
Yeah.
And what do we want a question that they comment on? What question do we want? Well, we talked about a few of them.
What kind of knitter you are.
Okay.
Here's kind of a neat story. So I went into the Loop one day, and there was a sweetheart of a lady in there, and she's like, "Oh, I'll hook you up on my Rav," and we were talking, and so she hooked me up on Rav, and she looked at my project page, and immediately was like, "You're a sock knitter," and I'm like, "Oh, I never thought about it
But
like
do you
that."
knit socks? Is
Or
what-
sorry, she said, "You're a hat knitter."
I was going to say sock
I still
knitter.
have socks on the brain. I am not a sock knitter. I've knit 2 pairs of socks in my life.
So you're a hat knitter.
So I'm a hat knitter. She's like, "Oh, you're a hat knitter," and I was like, "Wow." She was quick to
and do you do continental
to
or
put that
do you
there.
do English, or what do you?
So I'm a thrower, but I do pick when I'm working color work. So I'll throw with one and pick with the other.
Oh, wow.
So,
Good for you.
but I have been known to knit a lot of hats, and I love hats. They're just super awesome. Great gifts.
They are great
So I
gifts.
do have some hats.
And you
that
wear
I
a
like
lot.
to gift. I do.
See, I
I'm
don't,
a big
so
hat wearer.
I was crocheting hats for a long time, and I had this big bag of hats, and people would see my bag of hats, and they'd like run.
Oh no!
Here comes Carla and her hats. Oh my gosh!
They didn't want your hats? Oh,
I don't know. You should
we'll
see.
fight
Have
over
you
my
seen?
hats.
Have you seen some of my hats? They're crocheted, and they're animals and all kinds of crazy things.
That's funny.
I have still a bag of them. Would you like one?
No, I have stuff. Give them to the in from the cold.
I will actually.
You
I have
know,
a bag
keep
in there.
people's
I
heads
know.
warm.
I do.
I had a hat on my head once, and I saw a homeless guy, and I ran up to him and gave him my hat, and then I cried after because I was like, my husband's like, "Oh, he'll just probably go buy a case of beer with that," and I'm like, "Yeah, thanks for that."
Case of beer with your hat?
I guess.
How do you buy a
trade
cage?
it? He'll trade it.
Oh,
He'll give it.
no.
I don't know.
I don't think
I'm
so.
like, no.
No, you've got to
But
think
you know
positively.
what? It was near and dear to
Yeah,
my
for
heart,
sure.
and
Well,
so I
he was
wanted
cold.
him to have it.
I know, that's good.
But
That's
it was
really
an
good.
awesome hat, and they don't sell the yarn anymore, but it's
Oh.
all good, 'cause that is a good thing to do. I love
It's a
knitting
good
hats.
thing to do.
It's a good thing to do. You know, it was the coldest day of the year, and I was driving to Stash and last year, and I'm looking at all these businessmen, and they're just like going like this, and I'm like, are you retarded? Like, why don't you wear a hat?
Because it messes their hair up.
Right?
I know.
Like, it was
I don't have,
bloody
look, I have a
freezing.
big head, and I don't want to accentuate my big head by crowning it with this glorious tube.
So here I am, like, oh my God, I wish I had all my hats. I'd just like go and run downtown and hand
Wow.
out all my beautiful hats to
Yeah,
all the
that's
people.
nice.
Like, wouldn't that be a nice thing to do?
That would be a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
But I'm a
Retirement
sock knitter, I
dreams.
think.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
And are you fast?
I can whip out a hat pretty good, yeah.
No, I'm not fast. at all.
Socks? No. No, I am not fast.
I am
it
not-
took me all
I'm-
summer to make these. All summer. So I can knit a sweater. Like, I've been known to sit at my kitchen table and whip out a sweater.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still at the same place in my sweater, but I can whip out
Depending.
socks. No, I have a detention thing where
Mm.
I do about this much of this sock, and then I switch to this sock, and I do it a little bit.
Well, that's okay,
can't-
because then, you know, eventually you'll have 20 pairs of socks.
I guess so. So have we missed
It's
anything?
great.
Are we done? Have we talked about everything? Yet?
I think we pretty much have. Oh, the other one little thing that I brought,
Yeah?
which I wanted to show everyone, is my little. Because
Your
Carla
first?
Jean showed off her first hand spun, and so I
Wow.
took this awesome class at the Loop, and
that's all you
this
got to
is
show
my
for
hand
it?
spun. This is my first hand spun yarn.
It's beautiful.
And I said I hated it
Because it was too
because
slow.
it's not productive enough. But
Yeah.
you know,
You
it's
should make it. You should
pretty-
knit it into something, or frame it. My
Like-
daughter said I should frame mine.
I think I'll just keep it. So apparently it's really hard to spin chunky after you get going.
Oh.
So this
Really?
is like a rarity.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, like
Oh.
the girls who were spinning who were really good at it.
Yeah, so you
And
can't
I
do
brought
it.
my
Aw,
drop spindle.
Look at your little
So
drop
I do
spindle.
have some stuff on here.
Oh, there you go.
I've got some mohair,
Do you have any fleece anymore? Any more roving?
and I do. I have lots of it.
What's
Actually,
that?
that brings us to our next point.
Drumstick.
So this is another one that I
it's
bought.
a Turkish. It's called a Turkish.
And these are cool because when you've got this little turtle at the end, if
Yeah.
you, depending how you wrap it up on here, I don't even know, but yeah. So this is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's balanced.
And this was made in Canada by, I bought it at Custom Woolen Mills, but it's
Oh.
made by, it is Dave and Connie Carlson, Fort McLeod,
Okay, so Alberta.
Alberta.
Very
so you
cool.
can, if you want to drop spindle.
And
you
how
can
long ago did you buy it? Are
contact
they still
those guys.
available?
So I bought it last year. I
Okay.
took a tour. I took the kids to Custom Woolen Mills. That was
Okay.
really fun and
I bet.
informative day.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
do a field trip.
The chickens got a hold of Abby and got her cornered because they were bugging them. And I'm like, well, that's what you get. Bug those chickens. They were nasty. She's screaming and everyone came running. They thought someone was getting killed because he really went after her.
My friend's son was crying on the back of the truck when a turkey attacked him.
Oh no.
So I know all
These
about
roosters get
They
nasty.
do it. They totally get
And
nasty.
our little Christmas balls. We can talk about that. So
Wow.
this is do I have roving? Yeah. So I'm like looking around my room for something to stuff my pillows with because I've been doing a little bit of decorating
Oh my
lately.
gosh.
So I'm like I have nothing to stuff these with because
So
I
you've
threw
got
out the.
Oh, you've got
So
yarn.
my grandma made these beautiful pillows. They're super retro and velvet. So I stuffed these full of yarn. This, oh my gosh, like seriously, this is real sheep.
Real-
like, it's all
real sheep?
This is real sheep from a farmer, from a shepherd by Cochrane. I met him on Ravelry.
Bah.
His name is Rodney.
Bah. The
And
sheep's name is Rodney?
This guy keeps texting me on Ravelry, and I'm like, honey, he says his name is Rodney, and it says that he's a guy.
Is that sheep
But
Rodney?
as soon as I start talking to this shepherd who has the sheep, Rodney, he comes across as a woman because he's like all knitting lingo, and I'm like, this guy, like, is it him or is it his wife that I'm talking to? And I'm so confused. And so he's like, I want to do a tradesies. I love your hand-dyed yarn, and I want you to come out to the farm. And I'm like, sign me up. So my husband and I took a trip to his beautiful acreage, and he's a homesteader, and he has a herd of sheep.
Oh, wow.
BFLs.
Was Rodney the sheep, or is that the shepherd?
Rodney is the guy.
Okay, I thought it was the sheep named Rodney.
He's the shepherd.
I thought this was from Rodney.
So this is from that
cool.
would be fun.
So how much did you get of this?
So I got a whole lot to make a sweater. I'm dying to make a sweater out of this, and I hold this near and dear to my heart. So Rodney, I'm gonna send you this video. This is like the best ever, and I keep it in here.
Yeah, safe.
And
you sleep
warm.
on it?
I sleep with it, and I love it so much. And he's got all these beautiful little sheepies, and he had a baby lamb there the day I went there. It's got a couple little ponies, horses. My kids would just die. So I think he's had his second baby now. His wife was pregnant when we were out there.
There you go.
But he's got an amazing log cabin, and he's just the greatest.
And you traded him all
so,
this?
Yeah, so he had his sheep spun
at Custom
Willow Mills.
Okay.
He had it spun.
Wow.
So
how much do they charge for that? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't it be cool just to take in just to see the process happen?
Yeah,
That'd be cool,
I
right?
just want a sheep. Like, I don't know what they'd do to me. Put me in jail. Take me in, then put the handcuffs on. And chickens in the city. Just in my backyard. Yeah, you'll have to take me to jail because I am not getting rid of my sheep.
Somebody was telling me about a dog. Someone was collecting it was somebody in Alaska was collecting dog hair. And they were selling dog hair wool. And they were selling it to the tourists. And somebody commented, well, how come I never see this around the town? And the lady who was selling it says, have you ever smelt a wet dog? Can you imagine what the wool would be like?
Yeah, wet sheep is bad enough.
Yeah.
I don't think wet dog would be very nice. I do want to spin our bunnies.
Do you? Angora.
Fur, but we don't have any Angora. We have a lion head, and it's really straight hair, but she's got some long around her mane. But I was watching. Remind me again. The sock blink. Andrea Sue and her bunny. Oh my gosh, he's so cute, and she got a good bag of fiber out of him.
Oh, did she? And she spun it.
We'll have to tag her on this because we mentioned her twice now. She's amazing. I love her. I love her little bunny. But he doesn't like getting brushed. She was mentioning how hard it is to get his fur out. So they actually shaved him last time. And I can't imagine that being any easier.
What does he look like now?
He looks like a bald bunny. She's going to have to knit him an Angora sweater. She's going to have to spin some yarn and knit him an Angora. And I brought my Christmas ball that I made last year.
Aww.
So there's a link. It's attached to my basket. I will never get it off. But there's a link on my website. These are really hard to photograph. I actually was trying to get a good picture of it on my tree in my underwear last year. And that was funny because I couldn't.
Did someone take a picture of you in your underwear taking a picture?
So I was in the ball because it's so, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't get out of the.
I want to quickly mention this too.
Ball.
I did too. I forgot to mention that I did go to Fiber Shindig.
Yes.
At last.
Was it
a
last
couple
week?
weeks
2
ago?
weeks ago.
I think it happened just right around the time that we were.
Right after,
we
right
podcast.
after our podcast.
Anyway, I got a few things in.
Yeah.
Ginger Snap, who I mentioned already, who was
Amazing.
part of our giveaway, she makes these as well, and you can see hers. But
I love it.
I bought this for my sister because she's coming next week,
That is so adorable.
and I bought one for myself.
I bet she sold out of those.
I don't know. I snagged up. I was there right when it opened,
And I like
snagged them
how
up.
she used the big balls.
Yeah, those.
What
are
does
really
she
good.
sell those for? $15?
No. Yeah, 15 or 2 for $25. So I got two of them.
They're
Yeah.
amazing.
And-
They are beautiful.
And I got that for her and my sister. I got made a little goodie bag. I bought this bag from her. Story about this is my sister is from North Carolina and the cardinal is their bird.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So she's gonna absolutely love this.
Oh my
And then
gosh, and it's
I
got
bought
an
her an
A.
A. No, I bought her an A and I put that on there.
Oh, I
Because her
love
name is
it.
Andrea.
Stitch
Speaking of
marker.
Andreas.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
and what else did I get her in here? Oh, and I bought her some soap. I bought her from the 1968 Soap Company.
Oh my
Isn't it cute?
That is awesome.
It's a little bar of
Cute,
soap that's
cute.
got a little skein of yarn and some knitting needles on it. And
Awesome.
what else did I buy her? Oh, and these. I bought her from Flutterbees or Flutterbuys. I
Those
bought her
are
some
beautiful.
stitch markers. And then this one has got a story to it. And I'll just quickly read it before we say goodbye here. Place the brass ring to mark the first stitch of the round. Every time you complete a round, slip the chain from the left to the right needle, placing a lower ring, a ring closer to the charm. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pattern repeats. See? So you start with the top, and then you just, every time you go around, you just keep moving it down so you can count your rows.
Nice.
The top brass ring is always round 1. The shiny rings are even rounded rounds. Sorry, the braided rings are odd number rounds. Oh, I see.
Perfect. That's cool.
Cool. And
Yeah.
gold for round 1, silver for round 3, and bronze for round
Round
5.
Huh.
Really cool. So you can kind of,
Neato.
I would forget.
So then you just keep moving. Yeah, me too. I need the thing.
Anyway,
for
that's her
the
little gift that I'm
stitch
giving
marker.
her. Yeah, so that's
Awesome.
what I got it, and that was it
Awesome.
from there. Oh, and she, yeah, and this was gifted to me by Ginger Snap because I bought the bag.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I bought the bag when I first met her, and then she just gifted me this at Fiber Shindig.
All the
so,
leaves.
I
Oh
know.
my
So
gosh.
it's a little notions pouch to match, or
Wow.
it's a big notions pouch. It could
I
actually
should have
be-
had one of those for my giveaway because that's kind of
Yeah.
matchy, but maybe next time. Next giveaway.
Right. Anyway, we should probably sign off here.
Yeah.
It's been
Big long
been great.
podcast.
Oh my god, dropping things now. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you when.
I don't know.
maybe
Whenever, like a
in,
couple weeks
Yeah,
time.
a couple weeks time or whatever.
We're thinking of doing a dye,
over
over
dye.
dye video. So that'll have to be in my kitchen again next.
And she won't let me over dye this.
We'll
And
see.
I'm not that I don't love it,
Yeah.
Melissa. I love this yarn, but I was thinking of making something fun out of
It's
it.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's
well,
gonna steal
because
it from
you've
me.
used it.
I know, right? You
So
wanna
it's-
change it
kind
up.
of you knit a pair of socks and then you're like, oh.
I'm done.
But I have a whole bunch of minis here that I've been dyeing up. So these are kind of fun. You can find them on our website. And these are sock minis, and I just want to make every color. So that's what I'm doing lately.
Maybe we'll
That's
do
what I'm all about.
show
Some
some of
minis.
those. Yeah, and some
Yeah.
minis out of our over dyed
Some
scraps
minis.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Good. All right, everybody, take care.
Bye.
See you next time.